Sometimes we unintentionally do unnecessary things with the reason of wanting to do good or simply not wanting to be disliked. According to psychologists, pleasing others is an act of kindness, but when it comes at the expense of our own needs, it is no longer a good thing. You don't need to please people who are in a bad mood. According to psychotherapist Amy Morin, host of the Very Well Mind podcast, people who are habitual people pleasers often struggle to stand up for themselves. This can lead to a harmful pattern of self-sacrifice or self-neglect. Have you ever been so affected by someone else's bad mood that you end up feeling bad yourself? If the answer is yes, you need to make a change. Other people's bad moods are not your fault. They are responsible for managing their emotions, so you don't have to go out of your way to accommodate them. You need to understand the difference between kindness and patience. You don't have to be kind to those who are unkind. A genuinely kind person sometimes sacrifices themselves because they believe they must be nice to everyone. However, some people may see your kindness as a weakness and take advantage of it. Every relationship should be built on mutual respect, not one-sided efforts. You don't have to force yourself to be kind to those who are not kind to you. According to Canadian educator Najwa Zebian, kindness is not always easy, especially when others are unkind. Therefore, whatever choice you make, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself. You don't have to trust habitual liars. A study published in Nature by psychologist Neil Garrett from University College London, UK, found that when lying becomes a habit, the brain becomes desensitized to it. A person who lies for the first time may feel guilt or shame, but by the third time, they become used to it. If your trust is broken even once, it leaves a scar. However, many kind, honest, and forgiving people continue to believe that the other person has changed and is now telling the truth, only to be deceived again. In reality, we should trust actions, not words. A relationship with someone who frequently lies will only leave you exhausted and anxious. You don't have to respect those who look down on others. Looking down on others is an attitude that considers someone or something inferior or worthless. Studies show that people who try to appear superior and belittle others often struggle with deep-seated insecurities. When someone displays contempt toward others, they are indirectly showing that they don't even respect themselves. With such people, keeping your distance is a much better way to protect yourself than forcing yourself to respect them. You don't have to be loyal to those who are not loyal to you. Loyalty is something most of us value in personal relationships. However, the reality is that some people are only loyal to their needs for you. When their needs change, so does their attitude. Therefore, the most important thing is to value your own feelings. Are you suppressing your emotions and trying to repay someone just because they once did something for you? Loyalty should be based on trust and consideration. You don't have to give your sincerity to someone who no longer values it. You don't have to help those who don't help themselves. We all want to help those in difficult situations. However, the truth is that no matter how much you want to improve their lives, change can only come from within them. At the core of this challenge lies a fundamental truth about human nature. Real, lasting change comes from within. It cannot be imposed from the outside, no matter how pure our intentions or how strong our desire to help. Recognizing this not only protects your own peace of mind, but also respects the autonomy and personal journey of those we wish to help. Ultimately, you cannot help someone who does not want to help themselves. They must recognize the problem and commit to making a change.